So last Friday, I saw Freakier Friday, and before going into this movie, I expected this movie to be okay, like decent. I never saw the first one, so from what I saw in the trailer, I thought this movie was gonna be, okay, like not a masterpiece. And not every movie has to be that good. Like some movie should just be decent, okay. So I expected that this was gonna be one of those movies, but it wasn't. Like I can't even expect movies to be just decent because they just are not. This movie was so bad. The only thing this movie so I'm gonna be getting into spoilers. I don't think anyone cares, but I'm just gonna say it. So the only thing this movie tries to do is be funny, and it can't even do that. I shit you not. Not even a single time I smiled in the movie because there was fucking nothing funny. And the story is simple, plain, like absolutely simple, plain movie. So the basic story is this guy Eric falls in love with this woman Anna, who Eric is the father of Lily, a teenager, and Anna is the mother of Harper, who is another teenager. So it's basically a story of these. And then there's Tess, who is the mother of Anna. And so Lily and Harper, they hate each other, like from the start. They really hate each other because Lily Lily was from London and she never wanted to leave, but Eric left because of Anna. And basically, they hate each other as teenager. And Lily wanted to go back because of her mother. Her mother died in London, and all that. And then so it's basically the people who switch bodies. So they basically not halfway through the movie, but around that they switch bodies. Don't even ask me why, because I don't fucking know. I generally don't know what the fuck happens and how they switch bodies, because I just don't even remember. Anyway, so Harper, Lily, Anna, and Tess. So they switch bodies. So Lily switches with Tess, and Harper switches with Anna. Anyway, that's basically the story, right? And to basically the message this movie tries to give you is, oh, family is perfect, family is everything, family is the only thing that there is. This is like the message. And they like pretty much like all of these people who switch bodies, they kind of hate each other. Expect Tess, like Tess, the mother of Anna, she kind of doesn't really hate anyone, but the rest of them, they pretty much hate each other. And they switch bodies so they can be in each other's shoes and experience their lives. And then at the end of the movie, they overcome their rage against each other. But they don't. I mean, they do, but they never, and I mean never, show you in the movie that how they become to that, how they become that person who doesn't hate each other. Nothing. And I mean nothing builds up in this movie, not a single thing. The only, like I said, the only message this movie kind of trying to give you is that family is better. And it it doesn't even try to send that message across its audience. Like it doesn't even bother trying. Like I know it's a kid movie, it's a family movie and children movie, not like really, but still, man, come the fuck on, at least try to make a good movie. So so let's talk about comedy, because this is like the main thing in the movie. Like I said, there's nothing I can say in the story. Story is just fucking bad. And I'll get into some comedy because I want to tell you how bad it is. There's this scene in the movie where there's well, not a festival, but there's some kind of event going on where they're giving away food or something, I think. And Lily and Harper gets into a fight, and they start throwing food at each other, kind of. And then someone shouts in the crowd, "Food fight!" And I shit you not, everyone starts just instantly start throwing food at each other. And then there's a food fight. That's literally how everything happens in that scene. And it's so fucking stupid. Again, I know the audience is just children and it's just a silly family movie, but come on, man. What is this? I don't understand. Why would you even bother coming up with this scene? I know they are teenagers, and most of the things like comedy in this movie are so bad, but many people would kind of go like, oh, come on, they're teenagers, so I suppose it's silly. But come on, man, I've seen so many other movies that are where they're teenagers, but it is just a funny movie. I'm just so tired of watching these movies and comedy is so bad, and then people go like, "Oh, they're teenagers. That's how teenagers are." But comedy is just so fucking bad. Like I want like if I'm going to this movie that specifically says comedy, what do you expect? I want to laugh. Like again, I don't expect a masterpiece of a story, and this movie doesn't have that. But comedy is just so fucking ass. I feel like if the comedy was good and they actually tried, it would be a decent movie. Like, people would kind of just ignore the story at that point. But comedy is just bad. And there's this other scene, like this isn't even the worst scene by the way. And then there's this other scene in the movie where so Lily in Tess' body, she's trying to hide from Jake. So Jake is basically this hot dude, and yeah, she's trying to hide from him for some reason I don't remember. So she's basically sitting on the floor because she's trying to hide from Jake, and Jake sees her. He goes to her and he goes like, "What are you doing?" And like I know at that point that it's Lily who's a teenager, and she is in Tess' body. But this is the scene, by the way. She goes like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just stretching my legs," and then she starts stretching her legs, and then she just crawls away. Like she just fucking crawls away, and that's it. That's it. The scene. Like I just don't fucking know. And I know I'm explaining these things in a bad way because I just like it's just they're so bad. I don't know how to put them out there. It's like I am saying something so bad, and it just is bad. Like I don't know how to, tell this scene in a good way because there isn't. Like this is it. That's it. And there's so many of these scenes in the movie, and they're all so fucking bad, man. It's just like I'm baffled, honestly. Also, there's this character in the scene, Ella, and I shit you not, like, let me tell you, every time she comes on a screen, the only thing she does is cry over a boy that I don't know. Like, I mean, they never showed a boy, but she cries over a boy, and every time she does that, like, I shit you not, there's a scene where it's like 4 or 5 minutes, and the only thing she's doing is crying and crying and crying over a boy. That's it. Like, that's it. And then someone tries to like comfort her, say, "Don't do that. You're better than that." Like, it's just so fucking stupid, man. I just don't understand this movie. I really don't. I feel like the only thing that builds up in this movie is when this is a big spoiler, but I know no one gives a fuck. So around at the end of the movie, Eric leaves Anna because Harper was his Anna body. So everything like pretty much Anna was doing was teenager stuff because it was really Harper doing that stuff because she was in Anna's body. And so at the like and Eric kind of leaves Anna and says that I don't want to be with you because I know you're not ready, and that was the only thing that I kind of felt that was built up because that kind of makes sense why he would leave her. Also also one of the worst thing in this movie is at the end when this movie is about to end, there's this song they play, "My Baby" or something, and at the end when the credit pops up, well, not the credit, before the credit, when Eric and Anna get back together at the end, and when they do, there's this song playing, and then they end a movie with this song that kind of would make you feel like the movie was the banger. But in reality, like I'm so fucking tired of these movies ending every movie with a fucking song. So you'd think the movie was like, movie's really good, but it wasn't. But they kind of make you think that it was, because they're ending it with the song. Like again, I guess I'm just not like the audience, like the correct audience for this movie. Maybe I suppose if you go in with like just a fun movie, like don't expect too much, even then you're not gonna be like okay, because it's not funny, it just isn't funny. And it says comedy specifically, like I don't understand, I just don't. So yeah, I suppose that's it. And yeah, that's it, I suppose. I'll see ya.